Yeah. Hi,
Hi.
Savan. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, good, good. So, where are you right now?
I'm in Austin, Texas.
Oh, okay. What's the time there now?
It's 10:36
Okay, in the
a.m.
morning.
a.m.
Right,
Yes.
right. So, Savan, can you tell me what business are you involved in?
So we are into software development, web application development, and all that. IT business, IT and ITES services. Uh, we have been in business for 22 years, and we have three locations: India Development Center, where there are more than 30 people working; Philippines, where there are more than 42 people working; and Argentina, where there are 12 people working. And I'm in Austin, so we have four locations total.
Okay. What's the name of your company?
Web Mavens.
Okay. And how long you are now working from home because
Uh,
of this coronavirus situation?
because of coronavirus, since last 15 days, 15 to 20 days, I think I'm working from home.
Okay. But before that also you used to work from home regularly or on and off or how?
I used to do on and off, like weekly, at least 2 or 3 days a week. I used to work from home. Rest of the time, I would go office. I used to work from office when I was in India. That was the old style of working. I kind of enjoy this style where I go out for meetings if I need to, or change of scenery. I go to office and work. But mostly I just work from my home. It's fun.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, of course. So how do you manage your work from home in terms of your clients as well as your team?
So
Like
fortunately, I am in the
what you find better working from home compared to office?
so fortunately I am in the business that allows me to work remotely. There is no manufacturing facility. There are no machines there. People, I don't have to go to a location, factory, meet five people in a conference room and meet. So that's the good part. That allows me to do all this, which I think would be challenging for a lot of people. But I am lucky. Um, I think all of my clients are, since I'm in the technology business, all of my customers do understand that technology is in the forefront. So whenever I want to meet somebody, I just send them the link and we jump on the call and it's right away, it's instant. I am on 1 minute, I'm talking to somebody in Canada, and the other minute, I'm talking to somebody in India um, and London, because I have customers all over the globe. So, and the customers appreciate it because a customer will just text me saying, "Can you jump on the call?" And I'm like, "Great, yes." And we are directly doing a video chat, or we share screens so we can show, because a lot of times what happens is physically you have to show something like, see this mug, it's like this. In IT, you have to show the
Right,
screen. This is what I see on the screen. So we can just share the screen and we can still show the same thing.
right.
So it
Very
becomes very
interesting.
easy and customers love that.
Correct. So what do you suggest, Savan, the people should do? Like what two things will you suggest to remain highly productive working from home, particularly in case of India, because we are now on a 21-day lockdown and today is the seventh day.
Great. That's a very good question, actually, because this exact question was being faced for last 7 days daily when my entire 32 people staff started working from home. By the way, my entire office is locked down, obviously, just like everybody's, and all the 32 people are working from home. Half of them
Right?
love it, half of them don't.
Right,
The people
right.
who don't,
Hmm.
the problem is that they have to. So let me back up slightly and explain what I think would be the best recipe of working from home and still having fun. I think if there are set schedules to do everything that you're doing, working from home does not mean that you're not working. You're actually working more, because if the office starts at 10 o'clock, up to 9:50, you're still doing the office chores, cleaning up, having breakfast, or preparing for the lunch if you're a lady, uh, and all those things. And you're also socializing because you want to talk to your friends, so you socialize in the morning to other parents, kaka, kaki, mama, mami, whoever online. And after 10 o'clock, you're working. So with a flip of a switch, 10:01, you are on office stand-up meeting where all 32 people meet together and they are talking.
Right. Right.
So so it's like a sudden switch. So some people don't like it. But
Yeah,
then if you have
correct.
that discipline, if you maintain that discipline, you take breaks, like in office, you stand up, take a walk, have a cup of tea, then sit back again. That's a short break. If you continue to do that at home also, just go take a walk, come out, come back in. I have a nice backyard. I go out. I do some office chores, some cleaning, some backyard cleaning, or just walk and watch the nature, the greenery, and then I come back. So,
Correct.
so taking enough breaks, setting the correct schedules. For kids, it was very important. So when 15 days ago we had a lockdown earlier here in Austin was earlier than in India, um, because we had a spring break, and before that the lockdown was announced. So on the second day, I saw the fights between my kids and the nightmare. 2 p.m. in the afternoon, we were discussing what should we have for lunch. On an ideal day, our lunch is done by 12. Our lunch is done by noon, because that day we had breakfast at noon, because everybody said everything was haywire. So on that day, I
Right.
decided that if we have to survive through 1 month like this, then there has to be schedules. So we made schedule on that day itself. We made a calendar and we put it on the fridge. So kids have to do certain things. Kid one, kid two, what time they start to study, what time they end. After ending, what housework they have to do. Then how much time they have to watch TV, and how much time they have to play. A set schedule. So now I don't have to tell them it's 11 o'clock, go study. They will study. And
Right.
and they study right here. This is our
Yeah.
table. So
Right. Right.
so I know they are studying.
Right. Right.
They are more
Right.
sincere now than before because they are right behind me.
Correct. Correct. Correct.
Yeah, so I
And
like
so
it.
and yeah, good. So and how is your wife coping up with you and your children being around all day?
That is a very interesting question. It was challenging. You are raising all the good questions. That's very nice. Initially, it was super challenging. There was a lot of work, a lot of food preparation, and lot of cleanup of the house, because if four people are living in the same house, then there is going to be dirt, lot of cleaning, lot of vessels. In Indian homes is all about food all day. We have to have food, and
Correct.
then 2 hours later we need to have snack, and then 2 hours later we need to have lunch again, things like that. Um, again, in that we made a schedule that make food once a day, and it has to be used twice. So if it's made in lunch, then lunch and dinner is always the same. There is no need to make something extra for dinner, number one. Um, and kids have to, so one kid has to help mother in the morning in the kitchen, in preparing the food, and also cleaning the utensils, putting them in the dishwasher and all, and cleaning the table, the kitchen counter. And the other kid has to do it in the evening. So mother
Oh, good.
always has a help all the time,
Okay.
in both the
Right.
times. Another challenging thing is, with my wife, she felt like, oh, Savan is right here. I am right here. So she can come and talk to me anytime about anything, which is true. Which is true. Yes, I am available. But I cannot, because my work requires a lot of brain. I cannot detach myself instantly, talk to her, and go back to it. It just doesn't work. So then we
Right.
set a schedule on second, third day. We realized it was a problem. So I said, until 5 p.m., I am not at home.
Right.
So only if there
Correct.
is something super urgent, then
Mm.
come to me. Otherwise, please don't come to me. If you're going out, if you're doing whatever you want to do, if you want to discuss whatever you want, it's only after 5 p.m.
Right. Right.
So I get all my lunch, breakfast, all right here on the table.
Correct. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. And how do you stay in touch with your family in India?
Over video call, we do Zoom, WhatsApp calls.
Okay.
In fact, now we are talking to our friends and family more than we used to before,
Yeah.
because
Right. Right.
there is an online game called Jeopardy GK Test. My
Yeah.
kids play with my their grandfather, like daily for at least 1 to 2 hours. Earlier, they didn't have time. So now they get up and they just share their computer screen and they play a GK test because that's what their thing is. I heard
Right.
some of my friends play Housey online. They play
Yeah.
Team online.
Right. Right.
I have seen them doing it. We
Yeah.
just had a school reunion of about 56 people on Zoom this
Hmm.
Sunday. We
Yeah.
would have
Right.
never met all 56 people.
Correct. Correct.
So we are actually
Yeah.
meeting friends more than we used to before.
Yeah. Right.
It's
And also
perfect.
maybe because in India also everybody is at home.
Everybody's at
So,
home.
everybody is free also in a way, because in
Correct.
India the work from home culture is not so much in the
Yeah.
discipline structure as it
Yeah.
is in US.
Yeah. I think the
Okay.
transition was much easier for us, for me at
Right.
least.
Right. So how often do you go out, and where do you go out to? Do you go out at all?
Well, yeah, I do go out a lot. Let me talk only during coronavirus time because I think
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what you're
Yeah.
referring to
Yeah.
during the
Yeah. Yeah.
lockdown.
Right. Right.
So if I have to go out, I order all my groceries here, so I don't go out for stores. Every two, three
Right.
days, yes, I do feel frustrated, claustrophobic. It's like, oh, I'm just looking at the same scenery. Even if the scenery is great, I'm just looking at the same thing. And it's boring. Humans want change. Every human wants change. So to get that
Right.
change, we go for a walk, me and my wife, at least once a day. And then every 2 3 days, when I feel more claustrophobic or bored at home, we just go for a long drive. We just go into the car, go for a drive, come back. We don't get down of the car. We don't open the windows. We are still in our car. So we're
Right.
still safe.
And do you go out to restaurants and
No,
movie theaters?
no, no. The only thing we do is drive, walk, go out in our
Okay.
own backyard. Only that's the only time when we open the door.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the children accompany you when you drive?
Uh, sometimes. Sometimes.
Okay.
So what happens is that may not be true for a lot of people, but me and my wife used to get a lot of me time, together time,
Right.
when
Right.
kids were
Right.
at school until 5 p.m.
Yeah. Right.
So we would
Correct.
sit and have tea, we would chat. Now we don't get that anymore because kids are around us all the time.
Yeah.
So
Right.
we cannot talk personal. We cannot talk about a lot of things that couple talk about.
Correct. Correct. Correct.
So we do that on the drive or we do that on the walk.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. And what is there something else you want to share about?
Well, I can tell one thing. The lockdown is here and it's here to stay. So either you can bitch about it or you can accept it. You can do positive things for it. Like I made some of my health targets to reduce certain kilos, obviously, build up some muscles because now I am at home more. I can commit myself to doing certain exercises and I do it with my daughter, with my son every alternate day. So I'm doing daily and they do
Right.
alternate times with me. So we do workout. We go play basketball because we have a basketball hoop at home.
Okay.
Uh, we have table tennis table. We have pool table. All this is at home. So we just play all
Right.
that.
So this is actually what I wanted to ask. So is there any old hobby which you had earlier and which was stopped and now you have started because you are more at home?
Table tennis. I love playing
Okay.
that. I had the table since last 6 months, but I didn't get time to play it. Now I do.
Okay.
And now I
Okay.
have kids around me who have less pressure, no exams, so they have less pressure. They can come and work, play with me.
Right. 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 So if you have to say one thing, one best thing, number one, which you like about work from home, what is that one thing?
More time, I think work from home gives you more time for people that matter to you in life.
Very good. Excellent.
So
And what is, yeah,
rather
right.
than wasting
Correct.
time in commute and things
True.
that were creating more frustration, Now I
True.
think we should all realize that there was no reason to go out. You can
Yes.
actually sit in the home and do more than half of the things.
Yes, absolutely.
We
Everybody is
should try to
realizing
do
that.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's
In
great.
fact, there is a good joke moving around in India in the WhatsApp now, where it says that what is the reason that your company is going digital, and there are three choices. It is because of the CEO, it is because of the CTO, and it is because of the coronavirus.
Right now, we are forced with coronavirus, but I have been talking to my team to convert my entire business, even after coronavirus, to still let everyone work from home. I just may give out my office on rent or sell it because I will not
Yeah,
need it.
in fact, I am also thinking the same because I have observed that our productivity is actually more now.
Correct. Now
Because
I
what
don't
you
have to
said,
wait until
yeah,
10:30 or
yeah, right,
10:45. 10
exactly,
o'clock, they are all online. Second,
exactly.
like like I was talking to one of my programmers. We were stuck in a problem. He said, "Sir, let me have dinner and come back online." It's just normal for him.
Yeah, right, right, right. And in fact, even for manufacturing companies, a lot of manufacturing companies are telling me it is not possible for them. So what I tell them is, uh, in any case, what you do as a owner when you go to your factory is you generally work from your office. You do not go into the factory
Correct.
shop floor so much. You actually call people from the shop floor to discuss with you. So
Correct.
that you can do online also. And secondly, functions like marketing and finance, they do not require a physical presence, even for a
Yes.
manufacturing company,
Yes.
right?
I totally agree.
So I hope a lot of manufacturing companies also, start getting into this. And what
That
is
will
what
be
is the
great.
worst? What is the worst thing you like about work from home? Now, one worst. I
Worst
mean,
thing
the
I
best.
don't like about working from home. You mean the
Yeah,
one worst thing I don't
yeah.
like? It's a very difficult one. I don't think I have any, but yeah. Um I mean, now I don't dress up anymore like I used to.
Yeah, right, right, right.
Even for this interview, I had to dress up. I have been up
Yeah,
since
right.
5 a.m. I am up since 5 a.m. daily, but I don't dress up. So that's one thing
Yeah,
that
right.
I miss, and I don't
Yeah,
like. I wish I would do that more often.
yeah, right, right. I hope your pants on right now.
Yeah, yeah. Shorts on. I am on
Shorts on.
shorts. And whenever I'm confused, whenever I just look out and I have a great
Yeah,
view,
yeah, of
so
course, of
this is
course.
like a resort for me.
Yeah, right, right, right.
That's what I do.
Yeah, correct, correct. So what message do you want to give to people on the role and impact? What one clear message? This is the last question I have of using digital tools to become competitive in areas of marketing, finance, HR, and production. What one message you want to give? Because a lot of many your our this discussion will be seen by millions of people in India because it's going to be circulated through a lot of government and private sector digital mediums. So, what is one message you want to give that on role and impact of using digital tools to become competitive, particularly for small medium enterprises?
There are a lot of tools. I mean, one thing which I would like to tell to everyone with all SME that are working, except machineries, everything and anything can be done online very smoothly, and there are a lot of tools available for that. I am
Right,
actually feeling more empowered with my team also working remotely just because I use all the tools that are there, which don't cost much. They are like $15-20 per month for all the tools. So it's not
right,
expensive. It's fraction of the petrol cost that we spend in fuel.
absolutely,
And you
absolutely,
are boosting the economy
right,
because you're
and
paying
saving the
somebody who will.
environment
Correct. You're
and
saving the
environment.
environment and traffic. I think this is the solution that everyone of us should realize to reduce cars on the road. And I think
Right,
government should give incentive to businesses that work completely from home because they don't
yes,
use road for road tax. Why should they
right,
pay road tax? They
Right.
don't use a lot of government infrastructure. Why should they pay municipality tax for the office? There is no need to do a lot of things, so they can save cost.
Right. True.
Government, yeah. So if anyone who is not able to use digital tools or they don't know, I would love to talk to them and maybe set up some sort of a session where I can solve one-to-one Q&As, and whatever problem they have, I can address them, because there are a lot of free tools available. Like if I want to draw something right now, I can just share my screen and I can start drawing in front of
Correct.
you.
Correct. Right. So that's great, Savan. It was very interesting speaking to you, and to all the listeners. I would like to say that if you have any questions for Savan, you can email to him. His email ID is sawan at win2konline.net. I repeat, sawan at win2konline.net. So mention this interview and ask him any questions or any challenges you have of work from home, and also on the digital tools. And thanks, Avan. Stay safe. The situation in US is getting bad. Fortunately, it is as of today it is a bit under control in India. But India is a large country. Even
Yeah.
US is a large country, and stay safe. I wish your family and everybody be safe in India as well as in US. And all the best. We'll keep in touch.
Okay. Thank you. You too. Bye.
Okay, bye.